Hey guys, I'm HorseyEatYou. We're back with Fate Grand Order, Paper Moon. I'm starving today, but I knew this is a short chapter, so I'm like, yeah, might as well do this. Crime of Revolution, future. So the world just like rotated, right? Do you know who you are? I feel like someone asked me that not too long ago. Oh, no? No, there wouldn't be any point in knowing. In comma POV? I know, I am who I am. I'm the one with a body who can satisfy any desire. I'm the god of love and the demon king of depravity. I'm a singular entity, arguably dualistic in nature, and countless versions of me exist to please every single person there is. So there's no point in asking me who I am. That's not really what I meant. Opportunity like this doesn't come around every day, so that I'd warn you ahead of time. What do you mind shutting up? You're just a stupid memory, you know? Yes, I can tell this is your recollection of something I did at some point in the past. What, it's not Merlin? It's playing the Merlin song, though. I'm guessing it popped up because of some sudden shock to my system or something. If I'd forgotten about it up until now, it couldn't be that important. Never mind the past. There's no time like the present. Please stay out of my way. There's no telling when I might get another chance at this. Wait, this is really important. It has to do with what you're doing here in the first... Yeah. Maybe when I have nothing better to do, I'll see about remembering that. Bye! If we're focusing on what's important, this moment right here takes the cake. This warmth. This sensation. This is what I want. Just us? Who cares about the plot? Everything, it's so white here. Hee hee hee. Were you thinking you died and gone to heaven? Wait, did I die? For your sake, let's hope not. If you did, that'd make me the only god here you can depend on. Oh god, no! Get me out! See anyone else around me right now? Exactly. Since I'm the only one here you can depend on, you can cling to me a little tighter. It's okay. In fact, cling away. Save all your most precious feelings for me and me alone. I need a Kiara. Can I get a Kiara in here, please? Does this mean I can take all your blank for myself? I don't know if that's a blank or, what do you call the long... is it an M dash? You don't mind, right? She's about to go third ascension. Cut! Let's fire it up! Sion? Yep. What's with the... This is straight out of BB channel. Well, come on, get out of that cramped space already. Must be getting hard to breathe in there right now, no? It's a good thing I was able to rescue you so quickly. So that's where I've been? Oh. Stopped in there with Kama? I just woke up to find myself in there too, so I didn't know what was going on either. Looks like it's stuffed with cotton, or something else similarly soft and fluffy. So that's where we were. It's at one of those cylindrical cushioned rooms. Right. If you take a step back, you can see that I was in the one right next to yours. Yeah. So many of these things. Where are we anyway? And they made Sion's a little too tall. This is probably the Paper Moon world's outer rim. I do not know if this is what it was always like, or if it's just like this now because of the Holy Grail War. At any rate, it seems like the entire outer wall is made up of these, which have built-in shock absorption. Wonder if there's any reason they're shaped that way. Remind me of building pillars. Maybe coffins? Based on the transmission we received from Rani the 12th, looks like one of the Holy Grail War's mechanisms. It involves rotating the entire world in order to change the structures between partitions at a certain phase. I think the process is likely what sent us flying to this outer grim area. Hang on, still don't know what you're talking about. Is this phase thing? Is this because Castro died? Yes, I think so. The System Grail War is also about primary guys competing to expand their territory. So if our master succeeds at defeating other servants and making progress, they'll gain administrative rights over other masters' partitions and end up with control over multiple domains. That must be why they have a way to physically unify the domains to reflect their new positional relationship. And moving the whole world seems kind of like an overkill to me. Then again, gods can be pretty cavalier about moving mountains and oceans around, so it might be fine. Let me try running the simple map program I copied from iMoves. Yeah. Where was, Lev... Oh, you can't see my cursor. But I know Grow was, you know, not next to us before, so... Now you see, except for the center, every partition's location has changed. The reason the partition's positional relationships are shifted by means of the entire world rotating. Is it possible to physically swap just by rotating? You have like 3D shapes? I understand your confusion. Remember this. This is a virtual world. It could be that the partitions become conceptually paper thin during the rotation, or something like that. Are we gonna have like a Seraph, like remember in Seraph, time travel is possible if you go up, or something. Which is what Meltrealist did. Spoilers. Are we gonna have something like that happen? Is this plot relevant? Or is this just Nasu science? All I know for sure is that we should be very aware of this rule going forward. It's just like Ronnieman and the AIs that keep this world functioning. It bears mentioning that the paper moon is a compass, so it must be able to rotate for that purpose. It may be strange to think that a massive gyroscope-like rotation is necessary to adjust this world. That may well be an everyday part of life here. I guess so. Anyway, this partition unification indicates two important things. First, this obviously means that the Rider faction now has twice as much area to use for safely securing Ronnieman. That's a natural consequence of gaining command authority over another type of AI. Second, we no longer have any sort of enclave. What do you mean by that? Let me explain with a counterexample. I'd be able to remain in place and not been unified, but been an enclave for the Rider team. Should they choose to build a new base camp, transfer would become the enclave. In other words, they could only protect one territory at a time, leaving the other vulnerable. Such a punishment is hardly a fitting reward for the winner of a major Holy Grail War battle. So the partition unification rule must have been added to prevent giving the winner an undue disadvantage like that. Having twice the area to manage should come with a corresponding advantage to make this worthwhile. Furthermore, say the war reaches the point where there are only 2 servants remaining. This unification rule would also prevent them from wasting time at an unrelated opposite ends of the world. Or it's Battle Royale Circle. Put another way, this also means the Holy Grail War participants will always have enemies for neighbors. Such a development can be said to be necessary to encourage the Masters to fight and advance the Holy Grail War. Wonder how the AIs are doing. Are they in here too, or is this just us? They're not taking part in the war, we're unaffected by that rotation. Conversely, it's also safe to assume that IUs and Duryodhana were sent flying just like we were. The same surely goes to the Rider and Saber teams too. Since we cannot see any other factions camp from here, it seems that we're all sent in somewhat random directions. I doubt anything would have happened to forcefully separate masters from their servants. We cannot be sure. Separate and separate are spelled exactly the same, but you know, words, English. The first step is finding IUs and Duryodhana again. Yes, I agree that would be best. Fortunately, she agreed to let me put some code on her, which functions like a tracking device. Should not be hard to find her. However, there's also no telling who we may run into as we make our way along the rim. We'll need to be careful. And I wasn't even sure if the Rider team had any interest in winning this thing at all. Never would have guessed they were packing firepower like that. Don't let your guard down around them, Master. Next time, you might try to point the cannon at us. That said, as capable as I am, well, they can't do that again, right? That was the whole thing was just like, oh yeah, but there's one time travel machine at this exact location. But to keep you safe no matter what happens, so that's something to feel good about. Thanks, Kama. No problem. I'm always happy to hear your thanks, even if you're only being polite. Keep it coming if you like. You can even show your appreciation more physically if you want. This is it's not rated 18+, sorry. That cannon was truly massive, but also single-use spell. Doubt he'll be able to do that again so easily. I also agree that we cannot let our guard down around him. That I had a handle on the Master of Rider, but now I'm not sure at all. Besides which, he appears to be seeing something visible only to him. What could that have been? Felt like you were searching for the answer to a question that does not necessarily have anything to do with winning the Holy Grail War. Does he have like a connection to like a demon god pillar somehow or something by copying love? No matter what it is, the fact remains that we need to be careful around him. I forget exactly what she's talking about here. Like, it's been like a week. Girl, there's no telling whether the answer he's looking for is going to help us or hurt us. But I assume he has some relation to the actual Lev. Okay, Bo. Are you running? I am really enjoying Kama though. I feel like she's like she's a fun character, and she hasn't really gotten to do much in other stories or events, right? Like in Oku, I don't remember her having much screen time in Oku. Like, you know, obviously in the end, but before that it was mostly like Kiara and Parvati, right? And then like what events has she shown up in? That one summer event? She was fun there, but I can't think of any others. Anyways, I'm gonna cut it for a few minutes. Be right back. Okay, we're back. I shouldn't have stopped on the map screen. Now you know exactly how long I was gone for. Who am I? I usually just try to hide that. Well, sometimes. It depends. Sometimes I'll say, oh, I got it. Other times they're like, oh, I gotta be sneaky beaky like. I can tell you my name. Laner Gusion. Gusion? Gusion? There are a few other things I can rattle off about it as well. I'm a participant in the System Girl War, the Master of Rider, the Prime AI of Transfer. Oh, no, that's not the important part. In addition to the duties and behavior principles I was programmed with, I also have something pointing me in a certain direction. Something huge. Anything you can say is what dominates most of who I am. It drives me to the very core of my being. A fever burning through every false heartbeat in this body, telling me what to be like. Maybe I'd feel more hesitant about it if I felt like this side of me was in conflict with my AI duties. Right now, all I feel is the urge to keep moving forward. I think you could call it a wish, or maybe a desire. I don't know if this was a conscious choice or not, but I suspect this personality is used to being compartmentalized. Okay. Maybe that's why I tend to observe myself from an oddly impartial perspective. This directionality is the first and primary functionality that defines this personality. Since I'm consciously aware what kind of being I am, I'm able to intentionally fit my desire into that mold. So what is that desire? What is that wish? I think it's a phrase that defines who I am. The future. So then, my answer is this. I may have been split off from someone else, with a powerful inclination towards the future. I'm an... You're a what? Whoa, is this really happening? What the hell's going on here? Haha, I'm glad you didn't say anything there, Ryder. Wasn't about to actually explain anything yet, anyway. Yeah, of course. Let's get a win until I've got proof. Once I do, I'll gladly talk your ear off. No, wait. Now that I've said that, you'd probably just ask the right balance of questions anyway, wouldn't you? Who cares? Now come on, we've got to get to the next point. Yeah? I knew it! Everything's misaligned! Which means... What does this mean? Now that I think about it, there must be a reason this world is circular. Maybe enabling movement like that is the whole point? No, the key is the future. Continuing that movement must cause something to happen in the future. At least that's it. Whatever that something is must require centrifugal force. May I ask what's going on now, Master? Oh yes, absolutely. Your timing is impeccable. I think I may have just figured out what this Holy Grail War is going to bring about. No, wait. Maybe be that the whole point of this Holy Grail War is to... Impurity detect... Oh no! Detected. Eliminating. Uh-oh. Wait. Huh? Well, I'm saying what it is. What's the point? What's the point? Master! How could I let this happen? I didn't sense anyone. If I thought someone would try to snipe it from such an extreme range. I think a certain servant is a cat archer, aren't they? So I assume I know who that is. He's better. He just gained his land 2 seconds ago. Master! Ryder, where's the enemy? There's no sign of them, or of any follow-up attack. I think they just like to assassinate you. With that done, there wasn't much sense sticking around, huh? Dang it, they got me. Must have figured out something that would rather stayed secret. They're so close to getting a glimpse of the next future, too. Master, I'm so sorry, Don't worry, it's okay. If anything, sorry I never gave you a chance to fight. You must have been so frustrated. All that warrior's talent, no avenue to use it. I wish I could have let you contribute more to the future. Please, Master, don't be sorry. You understood me better than I could ever dared to hope. Warped and twisted though this version of me no doubt is, you never looked on me with disdain or undue heroic adulation. You just treated me like me. You were never afraid that I might be more than who I actually am. As I am now, that alone was more than enough. Is that what you were scared of? Because anyone who would be afraid of a pretty boy like you would be straight up failure as a master. But me, I just want to see what comes next. If that means sacrificing the past or present, it's fine with me. Makes me a pretty bad master, pardon my French, honestly. So, may as well not go down without a fight. Ryder, over there. Blue? Yellow means disappearing, so blue means reappearing. Is that right, Master? Yeah. Who knows? Maybe there won't be any point. In case it changes something, let's give it a go. That's who I am, after all. Okay, it's almost time. Might not be a future for me anymore. You might still have one. Hold on. Did he lose an arm? It kind of looks like it. It's hard to tell with... No, maybe not. It's just badly damaged. Once I lose my master authority, maybe a new master will be born in my place. If there happens to be a master with enough magical energy to sustain 2 servants, serving them might not be a bad idea either. Goodbye, Master. On the matter of your final words, I have no intention of serving anyone else. I will just stay here and wait to disappear, while I savor my good fortune for having found a master willing to treat me only as a tool. Was Longling really just brought in for nothing? Oh? Okay, you want to be treated as just a tool? How fortunate. Is this Zouken? How? You? The master of Caster? I was hiding the last orbs keeping me alive, but he doesn't die! It's if no one ever noticed me. You could quite literally have stopped me to oblivion with just a single step. Seems fate had other things in store for me. We needed a dark Sakura. What luck finding a dying master who still has his command spell. Now I can regain both my master authority and a command spell in one fell swoop. By that command spell, give you these orders. Ryder, take my arms into your body and obey me, Makari Zouken, as my new servant. Don't know which servant assassinated your former master, but it was foolish of them to leave their quarry right for the taking. Oh, they did update it. They really are bringing Zouken back for a 3rd time? Oh, my game crashed there. I assume I got the rewards. What's the next chapter? Well, I'm just blind everyone. Maybe 2 times. Oh, what? Okay. Yeah, I didn't get the rewards pop up, which is, you know. Oh, there wasn't an animation that played, was there? Hope not. I mean, that seemed like the stopping point. It wasn't gonna play like Zouken's Noble Phantasm, right? Courts. How long until we get a Zouken pseudo-servant? If we get him before Perseus Shinji, I'll be mad. Short-lived petal, red lotus flower. Okay. Grab this. And the video is kind of short. Oh yeah, new month. We get new things. But, new month. It's July 31st right now. But I think... Yeah! Tickets! Hold on, let me buy the XP while I'm here. Okay. Now, 3rd copy of Balbon 6th Summer. I mean, Garrett's cool, but no. Is anyone else? Okay, yeah. Let's give this a go. Watch me get Melusine. I don't even know what Summer Melusine does. Like, I'm not a huge Melusine enjoyer. Like, was she one of the best shooting characters in Avalon Lefay? Yes. But also, Balbon Sith kind of looks like Liz, so that makes her best girl. It's just that easy. Gareth. 2x summon. Here we go. 2 Balbon Sits. This is the good stuff right here. Okay, 1 Balbon Sith and a Gareth Craft Essence. Okay, Reality Marble. Yeah, that's what I wanted. But anyway, this is Balbon Sith right here. Did you see the little delay right there? That actually means you get the Garrett. No, the collection of mysterious masks. Anyway, final one. Here we go. Gold particles incoming. Not the rainbow ones. I think rainbow's only for 5 stars. No particles, but... Okay, can't be. Yeah. Well... You know, I mean... While we're here... Do I have a gambling problem? Well, yes, but that's why I don't gamble real money. Okay, one more. This is why I will never step foot in the casino. One more. Okay, one more. But I don't really think there's any servants I want coming out for a good while, so... Like, I know I want the second Endman. Like, who else? Like... I don't think Anastasia Summers on Raid Up, like, ever. But I know we get a free 4-star ticket, so I'll get her. Besides that, like, I need Berserkers, I guess, but... Okay, look, we're just... As the kids say, we're sending it. All the courts. Here we go. Put all my courts on the line for Balbon Sith. Dang it. Okay. Got 10. That's Tenno Shitlon, right? I think it is. She's got Cactus City. I mean, it's gotta be her. Okay, anyway. That killed enough time to make this like 20 minutes, right? I think it's like barely 20 minutes. I forget with the cuts though. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time with double digit chapter. Oh, we're at the we're at Keep. Like with Beam and Sarajar, our favorite characters. Anyways, see you guys next time. Bye.